Yo, I'm just gonna wait for people to come on. This is gonna be interesting. I'm about to educate mad people right now, bro. I'm about to educate every last one of y'all. I'm looking a little scruffy, you need a haircut, but I'm about to educate every last person on this live. I'm gonna save it, and hopefully y'all get educated. Because what I'm about to say is straight facts. It's about all this hype going on, and I'll just sit here, I'll just watch it. And then yesterday, I can't lie, I got killed a little bit on US 30 because of this shit, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna explain what the fuck is really going on, and it's gonna really educate y'all. And it's not y'all should buy, it's more about you should not buy. All right, give me a second. All right, so let me get comfortable. This is gonna be a good talk. It's gonna be a great conversation, but it's gonna be about a lot of facts. All right, so let's go into it. GameStop stock. When people are buying these stocks, you need to understand that this is a market based upon hype right now, currently. If you really think about it, GameStop, they been going out of business. Now, why are they going out of business? If you really think about it, it's because there's a digital era. People used to go to GameStop back in the day for only three things: disc, consoles, and controllers. That's it. Disc, console, and controllers. So if the digital era took over the downloading to get these games, there's no real supply to go to GameStop and buy shit. I could go to Best Buy or Target to go ahead and go buy a console. I don't need to go to GameStop. I could go to Target right now, go get a controller or a console. I could order that off of Amazon. Okay? Nobody's going to GameStop no more to buy discs. When's the last time you say, hey, look, I'm going to go online? Like back in the day, I used to go to GameStop when Call of Duty was hype, like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I used to go to GameStop and buy disc. Stand in line to go ahead and get a disc to go play the game. Now, I know I'm not the only one that done that. You know, a lot of people used to do that shit. So the digital era took over the whole entire GameStop issues. Okay? So when this whole Reddit forum started to pump price on GameStop, it all became a hype thing. People bought in and y'all literally bought air. Like, what did GameStop offer y'all recently to create a supply? What's the supply? Don't say disc, because you could go ahead and download the game on your console right now. You know, there's no supply. GameStop's money was based on the disc that was being sold. Consoles, you could go ahead and buy anywhere else. There's no true supply. There's no true supply. So for price to go up that crazy, that should have been a red flag to y'all right now, because there was no supply. Y'all bought air because somebody wrote buy this doesn't mean y'all should go ahead and buy it. It did create value. It did create hype, but y'all bought air. There's no real need. There's no real supply. You think people are going to go to GameStop and buy tons of controllers? No, it's not going to happen. There's not everyone going right now to go ahead and buy accessories right now. I could go to Target and go do that. You know what I'm saying? There's no true supply. Y'all buying air. That's why these on Wall Street people, they're looking into that. It's like, yo, what the fuck is the real supply for this to go up? There's no real supply. So why is it going up? Y'all bought air. That's all it really is. Now, if you talk about other stocks like AMC, I would say, yeah, okay, it's okay to hold that because it makes sense. You know, we're in COVID and shit. There's AMC theaters still closed down in a lot of like states and shit. But at the end of the day, AMC theaters, people go for AMC theaters to go for an experience, to watch movies. After all this COVID shit is happening, you know how many people going to flood the theaters to go watch a movie, get some popcorn and vibe? A lot of people sit in bistro. You could go ahead and get a steak and a lobster and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? People forever will go to the theater. It makes sense to hold that. But holding GameStop makes zero sense. Like, y'all bought air. That's why it got shut down. It's like, what are y'all buying? If that did not happen, these forums will continue to create this type of mess and create all this value for a company that's not offering nothing. Y'all bought air. Okay? So don't set yourself up for failure. If y'all buy in on lower these type of pumps, just sell off. But if it makes sense to hold. So like AMC makes sense to hold. Okay, Nokia, I can't really say the same. iPhone is forever going to be destroying shit. Now, if you see a value in Nokia, hold on to Nokia. But holding on to GameStop, y'all set yourself up for failure. You know, like, it's just basic supply and demand. When you're looking into a service or a product, you got to understand what the supply is to like actually invest into that. If you're not really looking into the research of what's going into it and you're just buying because Tommy said buy it, and there's real no supply, you just wasting your time. Go to penny stocks if you like doing shit like that. There's tons of penny stocks out there that you could buy into a fake ass company, and tomorrow they're gonna close down. Y'all gotta educate yourselves. Wolf of Wall Street educated y'all on this if y'all really pay attention to the movie. Okay? There's a lot of people out there that could literally create a fake company right now and create all this hype and fake propaganda and fucking pump a company, and then tomorrow close down and you just lost all your money. Don't fall for that hype. Fucking Bitcoin was a perfect example. They're, deregulated. At the end of the day, it's like, if you think about it, it's controlled off of hype. At the end of the day, everyone buys Bitcoin because of hype. The more people buy into it, the more the market cap goes up, the more people they make money. When banks came in and he sold off at 19,000, this is like 3 years ago. They sold off around 19,000. Everyone complained. They took all the mortgages. Everybody was complaining. I lost all this money, whatever. Right? But at the end of the day, people are still buying Bitcoin. Why? Because there's a demand for it. But it's not like something tangible, but it's a demand. Okay? So you can't really compare crypto and everything to what just happened with GameStop. GameStop, unfortunately, everyone that's starting to get into the hype of it, if you're a new trader, actually educate yourself. Like, it's not really something that you're going to want to do and invest into. This is actually coming from real factual shit. And if whoever's saying I'm talking rubbish, you're out, go ahead, be out. This is why you're at where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is actual factual information. Don't buy hype. Buy things that make sense. Do your research. Get educated. If you're a new trader to the game and you lost bread, congrats. You weren't educated. Take it as a lesson. Traders take L's. We take lessons from it. We grow from it. Feel inspired to be, to grow your mindset. Robinhood, the reason why they shut the shit down, and you gotta look at it like a CEO. That's the owner's not gonna let that shit slide and ruin his reputation for his company, offering all this value for everyone to buy stocks and shit for a company that's literally not holding any value and y'all buying air. Robinhood is not a penny stock. It's not a penny stock investment type of app that y'all use. So you gotta know how to educate yourselves. If GameStop was offering digital supply, then at the end of the day, yeah, I understand why the value will go up. But they're not offering digital supply because digital is digital. Like, when was the last time you actually went to GameStop? I remember going to GameStop when I was in high school to stand online to get Call of Duty Black Ops. That was real supply. There was a fucking line. There was hype. There was real ads, people outside in lines to buy a fucking video game. That's real supply. All right, so I'm going to read some of these comments. Forex is different. You could buy and sell. You can't really go with GameStop type and shit. Like, you can look at US 30 on a computer. Hold on, I'll show y'all. You can look at US 30 on a computer, and that's the DJI. That's the top 30 stock companies. End of the day, Wall Street, whatever happens in the market, you'll be able to see on this pair. Let me go to a clean chart, because I don't want y'all seeing all my markup shit. I get asked all these other extra questions, and I'm not doing all that. Hold up. Boom. All right. So, that's been a minute. All right. So, this right here, you will see this area here. This is the sell-off of Wall Street bleeding out yesterday. They tried to buy back, but it completely died, and then today it just went all the way the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you look at what happened, is more about the manipulation of what's going on because of the fucking Reddit forum. Wall Street, at the end of the day, you understand the stock market is a multi-billion-dollar day industry, but the Forex at the end of the day is still going to be a multi-trillion-dollar day industry. So this bleed out was because of the fucking sell-off that Wall Street was trying to do to go against the whole entire hell of what was going on of the stocks. Like, this shit bled out so bad for them that they got fucked. They were selling it before everyone was buying it. So they had no choice but to sell off billions of dollars, and he lost. And it's all over like Instagram. You see it. And that's what created this. Now that Reddit and Robinhood and a lot of stock exchanges shut down, the buying of GameStop and all these other shits that are out right now, like AMC and shit, you're going to notice that the value is not going back up in the stock market. So End of the day, yeah, that shit was like thousands of points right there. But still, it's like, you gotta understand, you gotta be educated. It's not all about just hype. And trust me, yesterday I was buying and that shit bled out so bad, I couldn't even fucking control that shit. You know, people in fucking hedge funds lost money because of the stupidity that was going on. People were buying hype. Let me read some of these comments. So, dude, it's not about making money. They want to prove a point to show the community has more power. Yo, y'all make it seem like it's a fucking revolution. It's not making a point about the community has more power. Y'all bought air. GameStop is an actual fucking company. They had no real supply. Y'all just pumped air into a company that has no real supply. If y'all did it with AMC, it makes sense. It's really that simple. If y'all want to do that, do it with AMC. To shit that makes sense. Let me see more comments. Man, it's like so much comments that happened that I couldn't even read. I was just venting. All right, fuck it. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna open up a question thing and we could go from there because comments is intense. Wow, actually, let me see. Anyways, I'm just gonna start reading comments from now on, further down, because scrolling is too much. Now, everything I just said is to help educate y'all so y'all can understand shit. It's not about bashing, making y'all feel bad. It just, just understand the market, trading, anything trading related, period, all comes back to two things: supply and demand. That's it. When you're looking into buying something, understand the real supply and understand the demand for it. That's it. If you understand that a company is out there and there's no real offer, what are they selling? You got to ask yourself, what are they selling? That's supply. The demand for it is people wanting to buy that. Okay. But AMC, I can't deny that would be a good buy. When theaters open back up, all this COVID shit is done, and people could not do the social distancing shit. Okay, the value of that will go up. That makes sense. I got you, Mickey. The value of that will make sense. So yeah, that's this is the basis of facts. Like, I'm gonna say this a lot to help educate y'all, but it's not something that I have to say. I'm not all about y'all gotta pay me to like talk education shit. Like, I don't really care about that. But at the end of the day, it's all about making sure y'all on point. AMC is not a horrible buy. You're looking at short-term vision versus long-term vision. When people could go outside and actually socialize and do things, especially go to the movie theater, the value of AMC is going to go up. Now, why does it seem like a bad buy? Because there's other theaters out there like fucking iPic Theater, Cine Bistro, that have more value than what AMC can offer. But if AMC started offering those same type of services that other theaters are offering, their value will go up too. And AMC is a very big company. Okay? So you gotta understand supply and demand. So the demand of people wanting to go to theaters is gonna be intense because of the fact that we're in COVID and everybody has to unfortunately watch movies inside the house all day. So I don't see AMC being a bad stock option. That's a fact. I need to get a haircut. But no, it's all about like just educating yourselves. I can't really go into topics about Nokia and all this other shit. I'm only gonna talk of what I know, not talking about what I don't know. Nokia, I'm not really a Droid fan. I'm an Apple guy, so I don't look into the research of what's going on with Nokia right now to honestly give you any of my input. AMC, I could tell you, like, that's just a factual thing. People's urge to wanting to do something is going to create the hype of why AMC is a good hold. It's like, who don't want to go to a movie theater? Who don't want to go vibe in a movie theater to go watch some action movie or a comedy movie or something? The value of that is going to be there always. It's entertainment. Okay? I've been in the game for 7 years. Actually, 2014, October 31st, 2014 to now. So you could say basically like 8 years now, to be honest. Yeah, before COVID, the industry of theaters was dying, in a sense. But after COVID, I don't see that being the same way. Being in a house, locked up, and doing only so little for damn near almost 2 years now, you could just imagine how much more people is going to want to go back to the theaters or watch a movie. They're not going to be like, okay, well, fuck it. Wonder Woman, you could watch on HBO Max, right? And it says that you could watch it in the theaters or you could watch it on the app, right? I'd rather have a person who went to the movie theaters to watch that than watch it at home, even though I could watch it at home, just because it's an experience. There's a demand to go to the movie theater because I could go ahead and get a cocktail drink and I could get some popcorn or maybe get some steak and some lobster and, go vibe and get lit and enjoy the movie. You know what I'm saying? The experience is there. You're paying for an experience. When you're home doing it, you're doing the same shit you always been doing. I'm talking about after COVID. This is after COVID. Like, after all this bullshit is done, you got to think long term. COVID and the delay shit that be going on right now, it's not going to be there long term. Eventually, there's going to be a solution to the problem and we're good. And then that's when the theaters is going to start having a market boom. AMC is not a bad buy. I don't see that being a bad buy. I just don't. That's just my personal opinion. If you feel like that's a bad opinion, then, do what your heart content feels. But I personally feel off of impulse, that's not a bad buy. And I'm talking about the human impulse wanting to socialize, wanting to experience. AMC, you go for what? The experience, the socializing, right? So, end of the day, I don't see that being a bad buy. GameStop, I can't. That's just a fucked up buy. There's no experience of going to GameStop. What is your experience going to GameStop? There's no real supply there. No. Now, example. What's an experience of going to Tesla? Clean energy, right? There's always going to be a supply and there's always going to be a demand for it. That's why Tesla is booming. Amazon, it's booming. You understand that, right? Like, there's a supply and there's real demand. Now, I'm going to save the last so y'all could, resume on it. But at the end of the day, you just got to educate yourself. It's just basic, basic shit. It's not like you got to overthink how crazy this is. This is very simple to understand, but just question when you're buying into things. And there's not really much I can say, but, just a lot of them I'm going to say, but I just wanted to do this because a lot of people started hitting me up and I wasn't going to be there replying to messages all day. So instead, I just try to make a live, save it, call it a day. Y'all could go back and watch it, understand it. Send your people to it, educate yourselves. This industry, there's a lot of fucking money. Let's keep in mind that stocks is still going to be a couple billion a day industry. And in the forex markets, it's going to be a couple $1 trillion a day industry. And just, off of that knowledge alone, you will understand basic supply and demand. Just study, apply it, and, you could just, do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, just stay focused. Don't buy in because a forum is giving you financial advice. Like, even a forum giving you financial advice was a red flag in itself, to be honest, to buy into a stock. That I would never do that. If Amazon purchases AMC, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but if they do, even more better for why AMC's value is going to go up, especially Amazon's. That's a power move. Other than that, I'm gonna hop off this live. I got other shit to do. I just wanted to hop on, give y'all what the information really is, and just use your brain, just think outside the box. And if you're holding GameStop and you're up, just sell it. You're in profit. That's not gonna happen again. I promise you that. It's not gonna go back up again. It's not happening. If you're down, it's better to cut your loss. It's better to just take your L. If they shut it down off of Robinhood, it's gonna prevent it from going up more. They're not allowing people to buy more. It's better just to sell off and call it a day. Once they put it back on the market, and they already changed the leverage and the margin requirements, it just call it a fucking day. There's no real supply. There's none. Ask yourself that. And, really ask yourself that. If you were to go to GameStop right now, what are you buying? What is the supply? Don't say PlayStation 5 when you could go to Best Buy and go do that. Nobody's buying disc. Nobody's buying disc. No real supply. All right, so I'm hop off this live. I'm going to save it. Y'all can watch it. Educate yourself. Send people to it. Do what you got to do. And a day is, just take it. If you lost bread, just take it as a lesson. And just call it a day. All right, I'm out.